And welcome to today's video. We are here for another episode of our NASCAR Camping World Truck Series Championship, which I believe is episode number 8 or 7 or something like that. But either way, the first NASCAR video of 2018 here on the channel, and I'm very excited about it. We only have a couple of races left to do, so let's look at the remaining schedule of the tracks we'll be taking on, not only today, but in 2017. So today we're taking on Michigan and Bristol. Next week we take on Canadian Tire and Chicagoland. And then the playoffs begin. We take on New Hampshire, Las Vegas, and Talladega in the round of 8. Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix in the round of 6. And of course Homestead for the Championship 4. That's how things will be looking for the rest of this series. And now look at the standings. And right now we have 6 wins, 39 playoff points, followed by Ryan Truex with 2 wins, 14 playoff points, and Christopher Bell, 1 win, 6 playoff points, Chase Briscoe, 1 win, 5 playoff points, Jordan Nemechek, 1 win, 9 playoff points, Austin Cindric, 1 win, 5 playoff points, and Matt Crafton and Ben Rhodes both are currently in, but that is not locked in. So if we look at the standings, let's see how close it is to the next driver behind Ben Rhodes. Ben Rhodes is 6th overall at 254. Grant Enfinger is the next closest to them, and he's got 424. So Ben Rhodes is definitely not locked in. I feel like Matt Crafton's a little bit safer. And if you guys went on Twitter, I did announce yesterday on the 1st of 2018, January 1st, that we would be racing as Matt Crafton in this series. And that's something I knew for a while, but of course I didn't reveal it. But I figured, you know what? Let's announce something new for this series to start off 2018. But now we head to Michigan to take on... Alright, here we go, guys. We have qualified in 8th for the race here at Michigan. And I'm ready. I'm ready to
stay high. Still a car out there.
Continue working on season 2 here of the Truck Series on the channel here in 2018. And to see where we can bring this series and all of our NASCAR series in the new year and see how things really work out with this series. So here we go. We have worked our way past a couple cars after losing some positions on the start. We made that up a little bit. And now here we are.
All clear.
The race leader is Ben Rhodes, who is that guy that was right on the edge of the playoffs. He's the last guy currently in. Trying to race up here and get some points to help him in his quest of making it into the playoffs.
Hold your line.
Because there's 6 drivers who are currently in.
Inside still there.
And there are some that are not currently in. 2 are not locked in that are currently inside the playoffs. It's definitely a lot closer in the Truck Series just because
hold your line.
There's only 6 spots, so
Clear.
You can have a really good season, but the drivers still aren't all going to be locked in. Where in the Cup Series, if you win the equivalent of it, it's a lot different, because I have I have like a bunch of playoff points. I don't know what I was talking about. Ben Rhodes had that stage basically won there. I think I might have gotten to his bumper. I was on the back straight and just gave him just a little bit too much speed. And we got that stage win. We got the stage win. Ben Rhodes actually finished in 3rd at the end of that. So if we pit now, the stage will end, and then it will put
Are you
us
ready? Are you ready?
into first place because everybody else in front of me,
Still there,
because I
he's
finished first
outside.
on the stage, will have to pit. So
Outside, hold your
it
line.
puts us drivers back here who did pit, so basically from 25th on back,
Hold
in
your
a
line.
solid spot to get some serious points when it comes that time.
Hold a steady wheel.
Here we go. So we finally were able to pull out a line, carry a lot of that speed down the back straight,
Outside, hold your line.
and this should put us in a solid position to
All
make
clear.
up some ground. We can get into the top 10, gain some
Hold
more
your line.
points. I'll be very, very happy with that, but
Hold your line. Clear down low.
if we don't, I'm not
Clear
concerned either.
All clear, driver.
So here we go, running along the top here.
Keep high. Still a
A
car out
couple
there.
more spots to make up, and
Bottom's
we
clear.
can have ourselves a good spot.
Bottom's clear.
Alright, we made it into 10th place right now.
Stay right there.
Make our way past maybe the 8th
Clear low,
place
get down there.
playoff driver. Can we do it? I think we did finish ahead of Kraft, and I think he got 7th, who will be our Season 3 truck driver. See, because everybody else has to pit. Actually, everybody's pitting? What? And I guess I'll pit. Why not? I'm not too concerned about that. I'll pit.
Ready. Steady.
Now, if a different driver wins,
Outside, still there.
actually, Matt Crafton's the 7th
Outside,
place,
real
and Ben
tight.
Rose, I said the wrong one. If another driver wins, Matt Crafton will be the last driver on the cutoff line. I mean, if it's a different driver that hasn't already won, of course.
Still a car out there.
It's like myself or Ryan Truex
Hold
or
your line.
Austin Cindric. Did he win, or was it Chase Briscoe? One of those two won.
Still a car out there.
I was getting confused. Their numbers are
Clear, clear.
19 and 29, and their numbers look almost the same, and their trucks look almost the same. Like, I just get confused.
Easy, easy. Hold your line. Clear all around.
That was a fairly big incident. That took a couple drivers into the wall. Is that one of those situations where I pushed them in the corner and gave them too much speed?
Check your belts. We're going green.
Or what?
Outside, still there.
Not really sure how that whole incident came to be, but
Stay low, stay low. Easy.
pretty
easy.
sure
Inside.
it probably was.
Inside, still there.
We were 4 wide for a second.
Inside, he's on your bumper.
What is happening? Major pile up, though. Oh my god. Here we are, NASCAR overtime here at Michigan. See if we can
Almost ready. Stay sharp, the green's coming.
get back up there into a competitive racing
Outside,
spot.
hold
I
your
don't
line.
think we can. We're too far back in such a short
Clear, clear.
time. But
Low,
right now,
low.
the last 4 races, it isn't a big deal to me to come out here and get these wins. Of course, I'm going to try at every track,
Still
but
the top. Still a car out there.
if I don't win,
Inside, still there.
I'm not concerned.
All clear, driver.
You know, it's one of those things that I love to win every race that I go into, but
Inside.
if I don't, then I don't. Now, Grant Enfinger's way back here, and he is the next closest guy to knocking Ben Rhodes out. So with that,
Easy.
Ben Rhodes should gain more on him just because Ben Rhodes finished
Clear all around.
in third in the first stage, and Finger finished like, I don't even know where he finished in the first stage, but no, in the second stage he did not finish
Easy.
in a top spot.
Steady.
Who's gonna win this thing though?
That's worth a few points.
Alright, so I got 12th in the end there. Who won it? Was it Crafton or somebody else? There's a big wreck behind. I want to know who got this win. Who's going to be in the playoffs? Let's just see what the playoffs look like. What? So who got a win? Interesting. I'm going to go take a look in between races. Alright guys, here we go. At Bristol.
Outside, hold your line.
Now there's a lot of points to shake up with the winner of Michigan, who's Austin Hill. No idea who that is, but he won the race, putting him into the playoffs. Meaning that with 3 races, there is 1 spot left, which puts Matt Crafton in 8th place. Now, logically, looking at the tracks that I'm good at, of the remaining 3, 2 of them should be tracks that I should win. Bristol and Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Now, that doesn't mean that I will win them. It also doesn't mean that I'm going to lose Chicagoland. But those 2 seem like tracks that I should win. Meaning that the final playoff spot can easily be decided by the results of the race at Chicagoland. Basically, if things stay the same way, Matt Crafton will be in unless somebody different wins Chicagoland that has already won. And of course, if Matt Crafton doesn't win himself. That's basically what it comes down to. And it's kind of crazy to see that many drivers in. Now, I feel like if Matt Crafton doesn't get in, the playoffs won't be as strong. And I'm saying the rest of the field. Because Matt Crafton has the 4th most points of anybody in this, just behind Christopher Bell and Ryan Truex. And if Matt Crafton doesn't get in, Austin Hill isn't going to be as competitive. You know? Like, let's see where Austin Hill is currently right now on this list. It won't even show. I don't know where Matt Crafton is either, but let's take a look. Matt Crafton's 15th. Austin Hill's 20th. So it's the kind of thing you get. Now, again, Matt Crafton normally is more competitive than this. I'm not sure why he's in this race, but that's the thing. Matt Crafton typically be like a top 5 driver. Austin Hill's the top 15 driver.
Outside, still there.
So, it's not as competitive. Of course, currently they're both in, but if somebody else wins,
All clear.
Grant Emfinger can win, and he's still kind of competitive, but still not as competitive as Matt Crafton.
Clear all around.
And that's what we're really looking at. It makes the playoffs a little bit easier for us to run through with Matt Crafton eliminated. Of course, it's fine with me if he gets eliminated, but I kind of also wanted to be there so we can have some more competition in the front of the field. I think Ryan Truex, though, of all the competitors, is the one we got to beat. He's had the most solid performances. I think he's the only one besides myself to have 2 wins or more. I think he has 2. I have like 6. And then there's 4 other drivers with 1 win. So Ryan Truex has a lot more playoff points as well. Because he's got 2 wins. And if you have a win, you're guaranteed 5. So he's guaranteed at least 10 points. I don't think he has 14 because he won some stages in there.
Keep taking care of it. We're only at halfway.
So here we go. We are on the final lap of stage number 2, the halfway point of today's race here at Bristol. And we're going to cross the line winning both stage 1 and 2. Not time to pay here either. Chase Briscoe. Right up here next to me.
Steady. Okay, be smart out there. We're going green. Inside still there.
Let's give it a little bit of a challenge here. Let's a little bit of a challenge. I want to have a lap where we're going to try to pass a car.
Clear.
Or a truck or whatever.
Clear low. Clear, clear.
Yeah.
Yellow flag, yellow flag. Easy, easy.
What's happening to Matt Craft in this race? He's not good. Rather than saying, oh, Matt Craft is super competitive, he's the 17th and also knows like 14th. Yikes.
Check your belts. We're going to the green. Okay, be smart out there. We're going green. Green flag.
Stewart
Outside, real
freezing.
tight. All clear, all clear.
I'm like Stewart not fan.
Outside, hold your line.
There's only a couple laps remaining. Christopher Bell trying to get himself to be a NASCAR Season 1 driver.
Race is going green.
I feel like Season 2 is the only time we're going to have our Season 1, 2, and 3 drivers all together.
All clear, driver.
Because they put the NASCAR next drivers in the back of the field. So we're racing as Haley Deegan, who's a NASCAR next
All
driver.
clear, driver.
And when we race next season, she'll probably be at the back of the field. Because that's what the game does.
2 to go.
They're unproven drivers, so it's not going to have them up in the top of the field winning races. Brian Truex has proven that he can race in the trucks from his performance in 2017. Christopher Bell winning the championship. Matt Crafter winning the championship. So those drivers have proven that they should be at the top of the field in this game. But Haley Deegan's never actually drove a truck. So you don't expect her to be at the top of the field in a video game. Because the game just, I'm sure that there's a system that it knows where the drivers go based on their trucks. And I know that the NASCAR Next drivers are not, because those are the first ones we passed when we're lapping people in this series. They didn't in Season 1 because they were not in the game Season 1. Well, Season 2, that's who we're passing. So that's that, though. See you guys next week.